Hi, Justin. Hi, Justin. I'm just amazed because we were reading, both you and I were reading the book together.
Yep.
And I really kept thinking, wow. I mean, oh, wow. And somewhere you said, well, my story is different. And it doesn't have traumas. So I really want to know why you wrote what you wrote. What's the message that you would like to give to the women out there and to the men out there? Thank you.
So my original story was called Just Say Yes, and then it became The Risks and Rewards of a Curious Life. And they kind of go hand in hand, really. And I said yes to writing a story, my chapter in the book. It didn't even occur to me to say no, to be honest, because who knows what will become of it. And I did say, yes, my story's a bit different. It's not without, it's not traumatic like some of the others. You know, some of the stories that you'll read about brain tumors, about death, about, you know, heart issues. I suppose I put things down, put it down a bit, what's happened in my life, but I always feel like I need to apologize because maybe there isn't one big trauma in it. But I suppose when I look back, some of it was quite traumatic, and some people may feel that maybe what I went through with my sexuality was traumatic, and trust me, it was at the time. But now I don't think like that, and I suppose I always feel like I need to apologize that it's, you know, that it's not too ghastly, because my parents were nice people and we had a nice childhood, and I feel very grateful for that. But sometimes I feel like I need to apologize because that isn't the case for a lot of people. But in terms of what I wanted to, the message that I wanted to send to people, I'll be totally honest, and I don't know how many other the ladies will say this, but I didn't feel like that's what I was doing. I literally put pen to paper. I quite like writing anyway. It's sporadic, but at the same time, I've been writing a book about forest bathing and nature connection, and I was focused more on that. So I just put pen to paper, and I did not sit there and choose which bits of my life that I would pick out. It literally just came out. And then I think it went down to, I think it's 3,000 words. So my story was originally 5,000. So there was a fair bit cut out. I'm not very good at keeping things short, but you'll probably know that with my answers. But if I look back and reading the chapter to you, half the chapters I did to you this evening, it made me reflect on exactly that question. And it really is to be not to be scared of saying yes, and to be not to be afraid of not being good enough or what other people will think. And I'm not saying that I'm not saying that I didn't feel like that, because I'm sure I did. But at the same time, most of the time I still said yes. And I do say that in the book, take calculated risks. Don't do silly things, but also be in touch with your intuition. And I don't think that I realized I was, but as I wrote the chapter and looked back over it, I thought, actually, I have been in touch with my intuition. And that's becoming a bit stronger, actually, because I'm believing in myself. And it's a message that quite often women do give to other women, because quite often we don't believe in ourselves because we've been brought up a bit differently to a lot of boys and a lot of men. And that is really my message, is be bold and be brave and have fun, I think.